Hello, and welcome to Sean's Check-In. Feel free to follow my videos over on my professional Facebook page, Sean P. Daughtry, LICSW, or over on my YouTube channel, Sean D, Sean's Little Check-In, or Sean's Check-In. So I wanted to follow up on my last video in which I talked about, from an internal family systems perspective, the concept of psychological slash emotional burdens or psychic burdens. And I talked about the three of the four domains, but I didn't cover the fourth one at all, so I'm here to cover that today. Three of the domains I did cover are emotional feeling states that are affected by psychological burdens, beliefs, so cognitions such as these distorted negative beliefs, such as I'm not good enough, I don't deserve love, etc. And then also imagery, distressing, disturbing imagery left over from actual memories of distressing occurrences, or then related memory associated, even if they're not directly from the of the memories themselves, but other imagery such as negative dreams that are continuing from some negative experiences. So I talked about those three domains. I didn't talk about the fourth and very important domain of how humans carry emotional burdens, and that's the somatic or bodily domain. And that's extremely important because that's there too. So body sensations and body health is really another part of how psychological burdens are carried physically as well. So when I say sensations, I mean like actual physical tension felt in the body, tingling, say burning in the stomach or that butterflies in the stomach that can come and go. And then physical sensations related to actual health issues that often either get exacerbated or may get started from negative, impactful experiences on us that then the body continues to respond to. There is an excellent book called The Body Keeps the Score by Bessel van der Kolk. It came out about 5 years ago, and he talks in that book about the effects of trauma on people, physical trauma and emotional trauma, such as relational trauma when I say that, and how the body is affected by that. So that's, and then he talks about the other very helpful therapies to date that empirically are most effective on trauma. Internal family systems is listed as one of those, as well as EMDR. And those are two treatments that I do to address trauma for people. But so the whole domain of bodily effects from trauma is extremely important. And I think it's markedly interesting that I left that out in my first video talking about emotional and psychological burdens. And I think that's a reflection in part from how I certainly grew up professionally to not really be very inclusive and give much thought to how the body is included and impacted within difficult experiences, including trauma. My training didn't really focus on that at all. It was like very mental, psychological, cognitive, and emotions oriented, but not somatically focused much at all. Now, I'm glad to see that that's greatly changing, that more and more effective psychotherapies are naturally including and integrating at the forefront the importance of the body in recovering from difficult experiences, including trauma. And that there's more medical attention to the emotional, psychological impacts on the body, even on medical conditions, that there's more of an integration and overlap holistically of the human as a whole, including their body and emotional, psychological life all working together. That's really great to see. And that has certainly been continuing to happen since I started as a mental health professional back in the 90s. So I just wanted to be thorough here by covering this whole other domain that I didn't mention at all in my previous video about how, from an internal family systems perspective, the body is certainly included within that work. And there's more and more people that are focusing that, the whole domain of the body within internal family systems and bringing that, again, also into that area of therapy, that particular framework. Thank you for paying attention and watching this video. I hope to see you here watching more videos, and take care, everyone.